Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video. It's an absolutely stunning evening and I've just come up from Sinead's place where I was helping her out with something and it was eventually successful even though it was ridiculous, which is kind of the theme of this video. I feel like I tried a lot of things, I tried to accomplish a lot and didn't always succeed, but there were plenty of successes as well. So I'm just gonna get into the video. I am doing a faraway shot of the house for the opener because there has been some developments over there, so that'll be exciting to share with you, and lots of other stuff too. So I'll just stop blabbing and get right into the video, and I'll see you again at the end. So it's kind of a lovely day out. The temperature's perfect, but we're in a cloud. So even though there's no rain, it's very foggy, and today is the day that Sinead's solar, I think, gets hooked up. Maybe today or tomorrow. He's here working on it now, and even though we're in a cloud, when the sun does finally come out, this fig tree is going to be in the way at the end of the day, so we're going to give it a prune. You think we should have some kind of a plan?
I think we should definitely plan it and not just go savagely at it.
I think attacking it savagely is not the right way to do things. You're right. It is crazy though.
She is. She's bonkers.
So we've got our tools. Let's give us a demonstration. Lovely. We've got that one. We've got the tool of joy on a stick. And we've got a mini chainsaw. And yeah, we're going to come up with a plan.
Yeah.
And give this guy a haircut.
Any of the branches that are going like this?
Yeah, I think any branches that are definitely coming down to the ground.
Downy branches.
The shoots in here.
Yeah.
We'll get to. And maybe start with the stuff hanging down and then think about the top after. I don't know. We want it to be less outy and more uppy. Or just smaller overall.
I think we might want it to be smaller overall because the summer sun is fine. The winter sun is coming over here.
So sort of cut it back to get more over this way?
Yeah, from the top. Yeah?
Sounds good to me. Let's go. Joyful?
Too much.
Too much joy?
Too much joy.
The sun is shining, it's a beautiful day, and I've already been spending some time this morning doing pointing on the front wall so I can move the gas bottle box back. I'd really love to get the pointing done on the entire front of the house and just be done with it once and for all, so I'm going to work on that this afternoon probably as well. I've also been down helping Sinead tackle the giant fig tree she has down there. We gave it a little bit of a trim because it's blocking part of her solar setup, so we went in, got all the shoots out, got all the crossing branches, and I think we did a pretty good job. I don't believe right now is the time to prune fig trees, but it had to be done because of the solar, so that's another thing I did this morning. And now I'm just coming down to the garden to see what Sinead is up to, because the winter garden was a fine idea, but the snails also really liked the idea, and I think putting down the cardboard was yeah, not the best because it gave them a little hiding spot. Hello there.
Hello.
So, how's it going?
This is winter garden attempt 2.
Okay, second attempt. The beets are looking
These ones are
rather
looking,
sexy.
yeah, these are looking pretty good.
This was broccoli, perhaps?
This was actually turned into a snail farm.
Okay.
So that was successful.
Is that what you're going for?
That wasn't, but you just got to change your goals to fit with what presents itself. So snail growing was very successful. Yeah, and I'm glad that I tried that.
So I feel encouraged because of these guys.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then over here is a garden bed that never got cardboard on it, so the snails did not gather, they did not have a party. And this is garlic, which looks really happy. What's this plant here? Is this anything?
Well, I planted beans and this guy grew, so I don't know if it's going to be I don't know if it's a beanstalk.
All right, so it's a wait and see.
Yeah, the other interesting thing was here where the cardboard was weed central. Where there's no cardboard over there, there was less weeds. So
and this one, weed full. I think there's parsley in here somewhere. The garden needs a lot of attention. We've got some spinach in here. The kale is still kind of going strong in a few places, but this one has definitely seen better days. I think the snails or something is, oh, it's these little caterpillar guys. So they're having a good old time on this thing. They're having a feast, and I have to deal with closing off all the garden beds, getting rid of the decrepit looking tomatoes, and I need to pick all my chilies and get them fermenting into sauces. And yeah, snip down all the plants. So the garden definitely needs a lot of attention, and I'm gonna blitz it, I think, next week. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of strimming. I'm gonna get the pepper plants into the polytunnel and just hopefully close everything off. We're hoping to also get the chipper out and get that done too. So there's a lot of work in the garden, but right now I'm working back on the window and I'm focused on getting a sill done and finishing the lintel off as well, so that when I finally hear from this window guy, whenever that might be, it's just ready to go straight in. I will see you later. Wish you luck with your growing.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you see fewer snails.
No, it's a snail farm. What are you talking about? This is what I'm going to become a professional in.
I see. Well done, you're doing a great job, and I wish you many snails.
Thank you.
In your future.
Thank you very much.
So I have a few things to do for the window. The first is to measure the space between here and here and make a piece of wood that will attach onto this lintel and make one big piece so that it can all just slide into the base of this, and then the window will be made so it spans the little space it's created, if that makes any sense. And I also want to combine two pieces of wood together to make a windowsill, because the wood guy, unfortunately, is very busy, and I guess I'll just have to make one myself. But before I get going on the carpentry, I've got this little attachment here on the drill. Let's see if I can get this nasty yellow spray foam off of the windowsill using this. Let's give this thing a try. So I'm pretty surprised, but this seems to actually be working, so I'm just gonna carry on removing all the gross bits of yellow, crappy spray foam off of this windowsill, cross this job off my list, and then move on to the next job. I don't know yet what it'll be, but I'm excited to find out. Good morning, everybody. It's a glorious day. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. Tracy the trumpet flower is looking absolutely gorgeous. And I am raring to go today, even though I feel super sleepy. I just feel like I can't wake up this morning and my eyes are just very tired, but I'm feeling energetic. And that's after several days of not really doing very much. I had plans over the weekend. Monday something came up and I had to do that. And yesterday I just really didn't feel like I got in my groove. I never felt like I actually got the day started. Did a lot of stuff. I helped Sinead with the fig tree. She finished that off, so we'll go down there and see what she's been up to. Plus, excitingly, her roof is on the shed, the new roof, the one that doesn't suck. And her solar system should be installed today. So hopefully she'll have a lot to report down there. But for me, I'm up here by the windowsill. I've got a lot to do. I've got some touch-up paint to do on that. I've got some pointing I want to finish here and over in the corner over there. Last night I was actually whacking the pointing in the darkness. I couldn't really see much, so I had to come this morning and do a few little repairs with the paintbrush. So I've been busy. I've also harvested my limes and chopped those up to make some more lime pickle. And I was down picking my chilies for more fermentation. I made a very delicious sauce out of some wildcat chilies that recently I've tried, and last night I went down and picked some ancho chilies, which I'm not exactly sure what to do with, and the ghost chilies and some other stragglers like the jalapenos and some other random ones as well. So I've got chilies fermenting away, I've got the lime pickle going, and so I guess I've done some stuff. But today I'm gonna do lots of stuff. I'm gonna start with the windowsill, but first I'm gonna go say hi to the cat. It really is a gorgeous day. The church bells are going in the background. And Larry is just up here chilling out, living his best life, relaxing and enjoying. I'll see you later, little guy. I've got stuff to do. I just wanted to point out the olive branches. We have the chipper, so I'm gonna need to drag those all to one central location on my land. And we'll move the chipper over and just get them all obliterated. I also have some in my driveway. Normally they would be in the way of my car, but maybe you've noticed I have no car currently. My friend's van broke down, so I've loaned it to her. So I haven't had my car for about a month, but having Sinead here makes that totally okay. So this piece of wood is what I'm going to be using for my windowsill. The idea is to chop 2 pieces out of it and then stick them together. And then I've got my sill, and it's going to match the lintel. So let's get sawing, let's get marking, and then let's get sawing. Actually, I should probably start with measuring this thing. So the sill is about 30 centimeters, maybe 32. And I want an overhang of maybe another 3 centimeters. So let's go 35. And this is 26 centimeters, so I've got some assembling to do. I think I like the idea of a 4 centimeter thick, chunky sill. So if I chop 2 pieces out, stick them together, I'll have my sill. I'm not crazy about this side. It's got lots of imperfections, lots of sap coming through. Hopefully the other side looks a little better. So it's not amazing. It's got this knot, but I can chop that off. So I think I'm gonna work with this side, and hopefully I can make this into a beautiful windowsill to match the really nice lintel that I have. Let's go. Okay, phase 1 done. There are many more phases, and I have to finish this cut using this guy. This is definitely going to take a while. Perhaps I should have thought this through a little better, but I'll get there. It'll get cut in the end. And then I'll likely need to plane the top. I'll leave the bottom rough and stain it. I don't know yet. Let's just get this cut. It's a monster. Okay, so this sucks. I don't have the right tools for the job. My Japanese saw is kind of dull. Oh, to have a table saw or even a bandsaw, but instead I have a circular saw that doesn't go the whole way through, and a Japanese saw that, as I said, isn't exactly sharp. So my new plan is to try to take bits off at a time. So let's see if I can get in here and remove these bits, which will then allow me to chop off this section. And this section here is going to go on the side of the lintel to make that wide enough to fit in the space. And then when I take this off, I'll have a bit more wiggle room to get into here to chop off the rest of this massive piece. So it's all very ridiculous, very time consuming, and I don't even know if this is gonna work. It's about noon right now. I've been going at this for quite a while, and I'm just gonna keep at it because I wanna make a windowsill, and what else can I do? So getting my trusty chisel out, and let's see if I can hack a little bit of this wood away so I can hopefully actually cut off the piece that I want to use. I don't know, this sort of seems to be working. It's gonna take forever. It's very unorthodox, but I think it's gonna let me do what I wanna do, which is just, yeah, chop this piece up. So I'm gonna keep at this. I have no idea how it's gonna go, so cross your fingers for me. And hopefully when you see me again, I will have the pieces ready for the windowsill and for the lintel. So I don't remember the last time I've been this frustrated. This piece of wood is insane, and I guess I could have known by the size of the saw blade and the state of my saws that this wasn't gonna work, but I don't know, I just woke up with full faith that cutting these pieces of wood would be no problem at all, but as it turns out, problem. But I've almost got the piece I need off, and that's not for the windowsill, it's for the lintel, and it's been a massive struggle to get it done. So let me detach this piece, and I'm gonna switch focus to the lintel. So wish me luck once more, because trust me, I need it. Okay, so this is Exhibit A for me not really being much of a carpenter. This is very disastrous, somewhat embarrassing, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna make it work. This thing that I've made is going to become part of the lintel. It'll sort of, ouch, I'm not even gonna try to move that with one hand because it's giving me splinters. You know what? I'm gonna have some lunch and then I'll be back and we can discuss this abomination. I'm gonna make it into something beautiful, I hope. I really hope the rest of this day goes better than the first part because it's about 2 p.m. and I feel like I've accomplished absolutely nothing. And I had lots of lofty goals for today. So I'm gonna have some lunch, I'm gonna regroup, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna turn this into some kind of a lintel. Okay, here's the lintel. It's as it was, but I've prepared this piece here. You can see I've got some screws lodged in there, ready to be fastened on. And now I'm gonna glue it and stick it up here. Okay, so this has been incredibly frustrating. I'm kind of tempted to give up, but you know what? I'm gonna get some of these screws in and then I'm gonna call it quits on the carpentry for the rest of the day because this is the kind of thing that I can really screw up very easily because as you can probably tell, it's not my area of expertise. And so what I might do instead is switch focus to the pointing, which I will do off camera, which is something I enjoy, and hopefully that'll bring my frustration levels back down because this has been, it's been hilarious. I didn't realize chopping wood could be so irritating, but it's been an annoying day. So I'm gonna switch to something that I like once I get these screws in. Hopefully this goes okay. So I'm fairly certain that I stripped the first screw. The bit looks okay, but I think it went in sort of far, so maybe it's fine. Let's try the second one. Definitely a sign. It's time to call it quits. Here we go. That's better. Let's try this one. All right, I'm on a roll. Okay, that's it for me tonight. I will carry on working off camera because, yeah, I'm just finding this day a little frustrating. So this is where I'm at, folks. I've got these two pieces attached. Tomorrow, once it has a chance to glue, get stuck together better, I'm gonna bring the planer out, try to plane it off to the same level, sand it up all nice, linseed oil it, and stick it above the window. So I'm gonna leave it there and walk away from this carpentry debacle. And I might, if I'm feeling energetic, work on some pointing for the next couple hours before the sun goes down. Something that I actually enjoy. Carpentry is always a bit of a struggle. I don't have a proper workshop. I don't have all the tools I need. As you saw today with my attempt to cut a ridiculously huge piece of wood with ridiculously small tools. So, lesson learned there. But yeah, frustration always turns into a learning experience, and so it's not so bad, but I definitely need to walk away from the wood and move on to something else. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm really hoping I can get this lintel in place and hopefully get going on the windowsill as well. So I'll see you then. what the heck is happening? It was not supposed to rain today, and it's completely screwing with my plans. I have so much I want to do, and all of it is outside. I pushed on last night with the pointing, and I really wanted to show you a completed corner there. So I was gonna get up early and finish it off. And I'm not averse to working in the rain, but there's little drips coming down off the tiles that would make pointing there pretty unenjoyable. And then I have the lintel behind me, all wrapped up cozy, with a piece of plastic and then a towel over it. So hopefully that protects it. So I can't really do much out here. I've always got stuff to do inside though, so I'm gonna get working on some computer stuff. And hopefully the day clears because I have a lot I want to do. So hopefully, see you soon for some more work on the lintel, and hopefully I'll also have this part of the pointing done. So the rain has stopped and I've been working away. I've done the pointing. I'm so frustratingly close to finishing above the door. And then I'm almost on this side, and then there's a little bit over here that still needs to be done. But I'm pretty sure Sinead wants to have a crack at pointing, so I feel like this is a nice, good little practice patch. And then over here, I've unfurled the lintel. I was gonna plane it and sand it and get it all nice and ready to go in the windowsill. But there's been a change of plans. Sinead's solar system has been installed. It's all ready to go. And that means she can put her fridge in the shed that we built. So I'm gonna go down there and help her manhandle this huge fridge out of the barn / future house, down a treacherous path, and into the new shed. So I've got the trolley here. I'm gonna head down there and help her out. So moving it to this location wasn't easy. Getting it in here, how was that experience for you?
Well, respect to all mover people out there. But here we are.
I'm not exactly sure how we did it, but somehow we got this thing in here.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
And it's like the perfect size. The perfect size.
It's perfect. So now the opening of the fridge. Let's go.
Oh. Glorious.
Ah, she's lovely.
Glorious.
So that was a more traumatic experience than I care to admit. This is Sinead's new roof. It's definitely a better solution than the other one. The fridge is in place. I'm gonna come another day and have a chat to her about her solar system. Are you excited? You've got power?
I'm set up, man. I'm set up.
She's set up, she's ready to go. And yeah, things are happening over by the yurt, and we're excited to get some cold beers in there. So that was a slightly traumatic experience, I'm not gonna lie. Getting it out of the barn and down the path was one thing. Getting it into the shed was a whole other ballgame that was really, really difficult. It probably took us like 45 minutes, but we accomplished it. And since I've been down at Sinead's, I feel like the lime has dried enough to get the wacky brush on it. It could probably dry a little bit more, but you know what? I've been doing this lately in the dark, so if I can just get it sort of done now, it'll save me a job later on. And then I think Sinead will be coming up very soon with a beer, and we're gonna toast to her brand new solar system, her new fridge, and just pushing forward on her project, which is really, really great to see. And it's always fabulous to be able to help out as well, even if it involves some serious heavy lifting and some serious near misses, dropping a fridge down a path. So I'll carry on with this. She'll be up soon, and we'll have a little toast. So as you can see, the sun has gone down. I wanted to show you the pointing after the whacking and after the brushing, but it's too dark, so here I am standing in the darkness. It's been one of those videos. I've got the fire on. I'm ready to go inside. I'm still waiting for Sinead to come up because she's down there solving a couple of issues, but it's been one of those types of days where things haven't always gone to plan. So we're gonna toast to her new fridge, to her new solar system in the next video, I think. And for now, I'm gonna say goodbye from this one. It's been an interesting one, I think. I feel like I got more done than I thought I did, but it was just kind of done in weird ways, and I worked on a lot of stuff I wasn't expecting. So in the next video, I'm really hopeful to push forward on the window. Still waiting for the guy to get back to me about how long it'll take. Yeah, so we'll see. But rather than standing here in the darkness, which is ridiculous, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.